Hello, everyone. Welcome into Zelda Speedruns 2 for the Ocarina of Time EU Weekly on the Season 7 settings. Here on the restream, we've got Chuckles and Fur Racing, Lava Plume and Karim on tracking, and Matamat and Wolfman on commentary. So I'm going to hand it over to our lovely commentators and enjoy the race, everyone.
Thanks for the introduction, Golden Devil. Hello, Wolfman, how are you today?
Greetings everyone. We are on a new season. We have new opportunities for learning, new opportunities for hilarity, and this season, new opportunities to change things up as the weeks progress. But we're gonna start kinda simple for this first week, just to make sure that we're all used to how this shindig works.
Yes, so for everyone who doesn't know yet, S7 is about to start. The phase where everyone practices their skills is there. And yeah, it's quite a spicy season.
Still, just as much as there's spice, we always like to have a little bit of consistency. Mott, that seed hash at the top, Hammer, Kuko, Lens of Truth, Bow, Skulltula. What does that tell you about this seed for today?
Ooh, did we first find the hammer on chickens? I don't know how it works.
You just make up whatever you want and then hope it works because we are off!
So we have vanilla spawns here in S7, high base settings. And I think Fair has a slightly different model, so that'll be fun.
I'm not able to tell the difference between the two models right now.
Yeah, Fair's pretty sure Fair has a different model, but we'll see that later.
First, we're going to see what is inside Mido's sword chest. Okay, we also have to see the sign. Oh!
Whoa, okay.
Chest size matches contents on.
So no Kokiri sword, but the wallet here on the Kokiri sword chest.
Well, at least we have to buy a tunic, we're good there.
And now of course we rush to Mido's, that's the next important stop. Okay, so we start with, we do have some time just to talk about the starting items. We start with the stone, so 6 medallions required. And of course, oh wait, we have a few big chests here.
Yep, iron boots on 1. 5 rupees is consolation. Fire arrows and prescription.
Okay.
I'm just gonna mark that on my tracker as claim check just to keep it easy, but we have our adult trading item.
Yeah, that's quite a strange Midos. So irons, fire arrows, and prescription. Nothing that's immediately useful, but also these are also not the items that we need to find in the late game then.
And our first headstone coming up. 30 is a Hylian shield. Useful, not important. It's dead to us.
Yeah, so just to finish my story on the starting items, we have the stone, of course, and we have also Bolero, which is mostly useful when we go adult later. Maybe the seed will be strange and we can buy a bean already before we go adult. To put it there in the crater.
I think we're missing a scale or a bomb bag in order to do that, but who knows? We may run into that right here at this Ocarina memory game.
Yeah, there are some weird edge cases where it's nice to have a bean planted in crater just to move around. But so far we're just following the normal plan of action of just grab the songs and presumably go longer range after.
Okay, for a moment I was I was getting confused as to which path we're taking, but yeah, you're right. It looks like we are going to visit Zarya and gain 3 more hint stones in the process.
Yeah, I usually like going to the song first and then clear the rest of Lost Woods. Leave the bridge scrub for the end. So Chuckles managed to grab a few more coins along the way. Probably not going to be a big deal at the moment.
And our song is... Song of Time. I don't think that's immediately useful.
Alright, so a song on OoT. That means the seed is slightly more difficult, especially when we need skulls or anything that's day or night only.
Diving is dead. And, good old path hints.
SFM to Phantom Ganon, so we have found Song of Time here. And the other song is probably not going to be path to Phantom Ganon. So that's actually quite good information. Yeah, runners are literally neck and neck. Execution has been exactly the same.
Was that final treasure of Ice Cavern is Stone of Agony?
Yeah, that's what I understood as well. But yeah, mostly we're interested in the song when we go to Ice, so... At least we know not to be happy when we see the big chest at the end of Ice later.
And, well, here we are, warping to a crater. Just to peek. Wait, what? That was a magical spell, I think.
That was, I think that was a scale.
Well, it was something special, but I couldn't...
Yeah, I'm pretty
really
sure
see
it was
what.
a scale, yeah.
Alright, Chad is also saying scale. And... Did I just see... Okay, that feels like a change. Apparently, we start with the Kid Ocarina, but then we just upgrade to the Ocarina of Time?
I think it has always been that way. I think we start with the Ocarina, and there's still 2 Ocarinas in the game.
Oh, apparently, what we're just seeing now is, oh, hey, a bug has been fixed. Gotcha.
Always happy to have Fennel around for the technical details.
Every little bit helps. And now, Cuckoos.
So one thing that Chuckles and Mr. Carp and I used to do in the multi-world team was to shout out "Start looking" whenever the chickens minigame starts.
Well, at this point, I think we can say stop looking because Fur has found all 3.
But Chuckles is going to start looking.
We are good at timing that. Alright, we're making good use of the freebie Deku Stick Pack. And now,
Song number 2.
Technically 3, and it's Vanilla.
Vanilla Epona. And Song of Time as well.
I mean, we did start with Bolero. I count that as 1.
That's true. But apparently the seed wants us to go to DCD soon. You only need to find some sort of explosive in order to do a lot of things there already.
Well, perhaps they're in the silo. Perhaps they're not in the silo.
Oh, we're safe quitting again? Okay. Maybe walking out was maybe the smarter choice. I think walking back out and do Valley River would be interesting. And use the owl to get back. But this might also work. Maybe it goes to Open Grotto from here.
Honestly, maybe go to Gerudo Valley, take the river to Lake Hylia, then do Open Grotto.
I think if you go Valley Lake, then you go Grotto first, so that you can use the owl to get back.
Ah.
It's probably going to be very even between safe quitting and walking out. Ah, Chuckles is just going market. He probably should make it.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about the sun setting for Chuckles. And we even have time to get some hidden rupees on top of the bridge. Anyway, Open Grotto.
But we have our first meaningful diversion here in the seed.
Zora's Domain Foolish.
That's a hint I'm always happy to see. Zora's Domain is just not fun.
Alright, Chuckles dealing with guardhouse hype, at least if you are messing with the pot sanity shuffler.
So I'm thinking Chuckles just wants to go adult, grab the songs. Of course, Adult Kek is always great to play.
And today our Hylian Shield was nearly full price. Boo! Graveyard Foolish.
Graveyard Foolish, that's amazing actually.
Yeah.
That means
Bigoron is dead. Skullmask dead.
but that actually means that Serenade or Prelude must be in Graveyard.
Alright, for trying to get to that crate. And just a recovery heart. Nice aiming, Chuckles. Hope you enjoy being ripped off.
Okay, Valley coming up empty so far.
And very outside, Ganon's castle, dead. And
Same
Chuckles
hint here.
literally got the same hint at the other end of the world.
Okay. I like the routing by Chuckles so far. He's able to check Richard now. But yeah, Valley Lake is also a good play. So I think there's two different strategies that can both work.
More hints from Fur. That's the second time we've seen Sacred Forest Meadow to Phantom Ganon, I believe.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of duplicates already. It's kind of crazy.
And I don't think Fur is going to necessarily check the back lake hints.
I
And
did
I
not see
couldn't-
what it was.
I could not tell what that was either.
I did see some sort of fish, but I don't think it was a fish bottle.
Richard? Nothing important. Though, speaking of fish, looks like Fur wants to relax a little bit. You know, we're on a new season, things can be a little stressful. Why not kick back and relax a little bit?
Yeah, so it's really starting to look like our stuff is an adult. And we also get to see which dungeons we have to do.
Alright, Link. It is time to grow up.
It might actually be worth checking the Bolero song first.
Shadow, water, forest, spirit, Jabu, if I saw all that correctly.
Yeah, I haven't really paid attention, so I'm just waiting for our great trackers to update us with the new information.
Chat's also keeping us informed. It looks like we read it correctly.
So, yeah, I think Chuckles is actually going to the lake now. Because the time of day is not great for Kakariko. To river, sorry. But I'm slightly surprised he's not playing Bolero first. I think that was the better play.
You can play Bolero at almost any time.
Yeah, but if it's like Nocturne, then it saves you from a lot of hiking. If it's CL, then you can get the song in graveyard even though it's Baron. It's probably just good to have the song already.
But at the same time, it's 1 in 9 that it's Nocturne, and oh, that's a scale, isn't it?
Yeah, that is the other scale.
Well, Chuckles is trying to go for... I'm not familiar with this setup, but does get the grab. 1 more to go. Nice!
So that's actually pretty good find here, a scale here in the river.
Fur, meanwhile, continuing to stay a kid right now.
Yeah, first is going to do the same things that Chuckles has done so far. So he's going to run a bit behind.
And that hint went fast, but I think it was Thieves' training center is dead. Chat may have to catch us up.
And Cactobongo here. Not the greatest hint. So Chuckles is taking some damage here, so that at the end he will death warp to the start of the river.
There's the other 30 hint. This reminds me, I know that recent builds of Ocarina of Time Randomizer allow for getting 40 and 50 hints by talking to the transformed Skulltulas. Is that a setting on this one today?
Yes, 40 and 50 skull are going to be in the house. So I think Chuckles will let us know in a few minutes. But yeah, 30 is dead for now, so maybe 40 and 50 can be something. We know there's a path to Bongo somewhere. Might just be Nocturne in the windmill, but who knows?
Time to gain our knowledge. Now, I always forget which spiders... Okay, 40... That went by fast.
Oh, FW
50?
150. Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah, 50 is for roars. Ooh.
No fun allowed this seed with roars. That means the runners can safely stop at 20. And Graveyard is going to be dead, so don't have to go there now. So Ocarina of Time is actually Sun Song. And this is not a vanilla song here.
Never knew you could get to the Kakariko Grotto like that, but that's good to know.
Yeah, it's basically when you leave the windmill, it's just 2 side hops and then down.
Ravaged Village is Prelude.
Okay. So that must mean Serenade is in Graveyard then. It's the only way that the Graveyard can be foolish.
And I literally just missed what song Fur got while I was focusing on Chuckles.
It seems to be Seria's, at least that's being marked on the tracker.
I see that now, thank you.
So we found storms here in Kakariko. That can of course be the path to Bongo. It's somewhat likely. Circle's opting to check the item above the Dongo's Cavern. Oh, that's a bow, yeah. Nice
We're
find by
going to
Chuckles.
want that.
He wasn't even peeking, he was just beelining the bow, he wasn't even checking what it was. And now we just run back to Kek for the bow game.
Maybe not immediately. Though I do have a general question for you, Ma. I know that the Dongo's Cavern is a stone based off of deduction. Would you still enter it?
Not right now, because we can't really enter it.
I mean, if we were to get bombs or hammer, I should say.
Yeah, that's actually very dependent on what the rest of the seed is giving you. I mean, if you find bombs in the area right now, then for sure we go there. We don't have too much leads yet, but if there's like 2 dungeons progression to do, then we can skip the Dongos as long as we can. So we know that Ocarina of Time is Sun Song, and we also know the Graveyard is foolish, so we don't have to do all dungeons. All dungeons is 100% dead. I believe Frogs 2 is dead too.
I
Maybe
believe the
not.
hint was Zora's Domain is foolish, not
Oh,
Zora's...
maybe Frogs 2 is still alive then.
Okay, I see 2 big chests back there in the boulder maze.
I only saw the one on the right. Was there also one on the left?
I thought I saw one on the left.
Okay.
And now Chuckles is beginning the hunt for the elusive... Never mind. Chuckles has concluded the hunt for the elusive Little Rolling Goron.
I wonder if Chuckles goes up to the adult song. We know that SFM is path to Phantom Cannon, but it might just be the grotto.
Lost Woods it is, apparently.
So how did Fur get here again? Did he walk all the way to the Pure Forest?
I think he dove partway through, then...
Oh yeah, he used River to come here, yeah.
Also, Lon to Morpha.
Okay, that is Epona then, I guess. So, decent hints so far. Nothing spectacular, but just good information. Not super likely to be bait. So we have the irons already, so...
And the song at Sacred Forest Meadow is, well, Zelda's Lullaby.
Yeah, Chuckles hasn't played Bolero yet, so Chuckles doesn't know that ZL is in Logic. I really think that's a small oversight. I think it's quite important to have the Bolero song already.
That ground jump still impresses me.
So now Fur is going to continue the cargo loop.
And Fur is heading to Kakariko. I don't know if they will pick up a Serenade, but who knows?
It might actually be worth now to go into Fire, just for 1 or 2 checks. Because we haven't found too much yet.
I think Chuckles is passing on that.
So what's left now is not too much actually. Alright, bottom of the well we can do now.
We can do bottom of the well, we can do Deku Tree.
I think it's close Deku.
Then never mind on that.
There's of course some Sarias checks left. We can buy a bean now for maybe to plant in Lake Hylia. So yeah, I think the child, we have to go back to child now. There's not much left here as adult.
Well, couldn't we at least enter a Gerudo training ground now?
Yes, we can enter, yes, but we cannot do much. We don't have a... Oh, we do have a bow actually, yeah. We can do something in GGG. Oh, we do have a wallet, so we can buy choose, and then with Song of Time we can do a bit more in GGG. But if you want to stay in Logic, then Child is better. Oh yeah, and the bean is also out of Logic, that's correct.
Is the bean out of Logic at this point? Because can't you just, you know, Lost Woods to River Warp and then just go down that way?
I mean, the glitchless jump that both runners did is not in Logic, that's a trick. So the only check in River that's in Logic now is the Grotto.
The ground jump may not be in Logic, but can't you still get up from River Grotto and do a roll jump onto that pillar from above?
No, that's also quite hard. So that's also a trick. Because first you need to jump on the lower platform and then you can jump on the higher platform.
I could have sworn higher to lower was in Logic, but oh well.
It's actually quite hard. It's actually quite hard, especially with the Octoroks around to shoot you down. Okay, Fur is going for Serenade.
Chuckles trying to do this very precise Deku Stick slash. I have
Very
never
cool.
gotten the timing of that to work.
Very nice. That's a good trick. Especially with tentacles potentially being important. I don't think he can get up to 10 yet.
No, but Kakariko can at the very least give us a lot to work with. Yeah, he'll just be one short upon clearing the remaining 2 here.
I think Chuckle's execution has been pretty good so far.
Now, Fur's going to gain knowledge that teleportation is extremely limited.
So where's Chuckles going to go now? Oh, he wants Serenade as well. Oh wait, we have... Yeah, but it's foolish, right?
Yeah, and so Chuckles may have forgotten that, or perhaps didn't catch the hint, but... Hey, I would have picked up that 20 rupees, that's a profit!
Yeah, I would also have picked up the 20. I mean, the juice in Wisdom are still in the back of your mind, so... The faster we can get to 200, the better. Or maybe Chuckles just wanted to see if Tempe had some juice for him.
I mean, bomb chews are not considered in logic on these settings, so far, but... Yeah, completely fair, I guess.
Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of getting Serenade now. I mean, Nocturne is probably not too far away. We can always grab it with Nocturne. But actually, it's also Prelude Light, so you can easily get back to Temple of Time with this. It's actually fine.
Meantime, Fur now has a bow. And is heading up to... No, heading down, back to Kakariko. I don't recall if Chuckles did the archery game.
No, Chuckles still has to go back to that chest, to that check.
Well, I guess Fur will tell us if it's worth going back or not.
I've been destroyed by this check so often that when I think about it, I should just do it. It's called Kek Path to Bongo, so it's maybe important.
We're going to find out momentarily. Just have to hit 7 more rupees. Excuse me, 6 more rupees. Excuse me, 5. Excuse me. Fur, will you let me get through my little bit here? Never mind.
Oh.
Yeah, speaking of biting in the butt.
Yeah, that's what often happens to me when I don't do archery game when I can. It's also very nice to have bombs when you're in the well.
Plus, we have access to, well, the majority of grottos now.
Yeah, there's the first bomb lock chest. Well, that is evidence that tiny little mistakes can have big consequences.
My question...
Sorry,
Is it really a mistake, though?
Yeah, I was going to correct myself. It's not really a mistake, it was more like a choice. A decision. Mistake is not the right word here.
That's fair. Well, with bombs in hand, it does make sense to enter Dodongo's Cavern, at least in my view. But what about yours?
Sorry, can you repeat the question? I was looking at the questions in chat for a moment.
All good. Do you agree with Fur's idea of entering Dodongo's Cavern, considering it's a stone?
Yeah, I think it's actually fine. The Dongos is fast. We probably have to do it anyway at some point during the seed. But I can also see people skipping this and do something else like GTG. We know that Epona is his path to Morpha, so maybe there's a hookshot waiting for us in the GGG area. To answer the question in chat by new IT guy, I think you mean the backflip on top of DC to get the bow? The bow is in logic, yes.
Wait, how did Fur blow up the stairs with only half the bombs?
Well, he threw one bomb to the right and one bomb towards the flowers, and for some reason that works. Don't claim to understand why, but it just looks for two explosives in the back area.
What do you know? Bomb locked bomb bag.
Yep, that's more bad news for Chuckles. So this might spiral out of control now for Chuckles. Maybe he can get back into the race at some point, but he's going to be on the back foot for quite a while. Maybe a small chest with juice can help him now.
Dead hand, not worth.
I'm pretty sure that Chuckles is going to open all the small chests now, because he really wants that big chest. He really wants those shoes. Maybe it'll end up being a blessing not to have a bomb so early. Maybe there's nothing here in DC and it's just a time loss.
Well, so far, I mean, here's the thing. Dodongo's Cavern is not foolish because we did see that bomb bag, but it's, you know, it's just a follow-up bomb bag. As far as anything new right now, we're kind of down to just 2 checks.
So DC can still be foolish if that the second bomb bag is locked by the first bomb bag. But if there's a strength out there somewhere, then you could get either bomb bag first. So then it's not going to be foolish.
Is Chuckles trying to get that Skulltula token?
Yeah, Chocolate is going to get eaten by the thing. And that's 10.
1 token for 1 shield, I hope that was worth it.
Oh, he's not even getting his shield back, yeah. Yeah, I think that tells me that Chocolate is already a little bit annoyed. He's not even taking the time to get the shield back. Yeah, the early game hasn't been nice to him so far.
Well, let's see if the 10 gold Skulltula tokens provides anything of worth.
Yeah, so it's starting to dawn now onto Chuckles that he might have checked. Should have maybe checked the arrow game.
And King Dodongo is dead, so Honestly, I think we can say Dodongo's Cavern may very well have been 95% foolish.
Yeah, there's not much here, and the stone is also not going to give us anything. Except that it's now light outside.
Okay,
Oh.
that's impressive. Shooting the arrow through the paper-thin covering there.
There goes all the 2 money for sticks. So what's he going to do now? Is a big question. Serias, I guess, and Storm Squirrels.
In the meantime, Fur at least has access to 2 of the 3 checks in the Boulder Maze. One of those 2, I believe, was a big chest.
Ah, Chocolate already has done the Storm Squirrels. Okay, cool. There's Neru's.
Big pose is recovery heart. I believe we saw that, and oh, there's magic on the other maze. Ooh.
So we can now use fire arrows. Pretty cool. I didn't think I saw a second big chest there.
Alright, time to attempt to make Darunia happy.
Ah, there is one. Okay, I thought I didn't see.
Okay, so I did catch that correctly. Alright, enjoy the hot beats there, Darunia. Goodness knows. That's
Ooh.
actually useful.
That's kind of nice. Hard to say when Fur goes back for that.
And Fur's deciding, let's just buy the Goron tunic.
But yeah, for now the boomerang is not very useful until we find Rudolph's letter. And we have no intel on Jabu yet. We might just find the Goron City to Jabu hint later. Yeah, the seed is really starting off slowly.
And yet, that is confirmed, a gold scale on the bean path there. And ooh, crater GTG to Twin Rova. Okay.
Yeah, I suspect that Hookshot is going to be in GGG. I think the hints are too nice for this.
And a slingshot. I mean, that's logically, I think that's only good for 1 check, but hey, it may be important.
It can also be useful for Child Spirit. I wouldn't mind Choco's farming some money here. He can still play ZL, Eponus, and Serias to get up to 200 again.
Aw, the frogs love us.
I think that could have been a bailout for Chuckles if he decided to go for the choose and go for GGG.
Alright, we now have beans.
So Chuckles going heavy on the vitamins.
Did that just say Death Mountain to Baronade? No, that said Death Mountain Trail to...
Was it Trail to Baronade? Okay. Credit to Baronade. What did we find there? Serias? Yeah, that works. Serious was there, so that fulfills the path already.
I mean, either way, we have all of our path hints, so now it's just a matter of piecing it all together.
Circle is going to plant one of the beans here, for sure. He wants a short stick. Maybe he's going to farm some bugs. No, wait, we don't have a bottle yet.
And ooh, bomb bag locks hammer.
Yeah, hammer in Lost Woods, pretty great. Now there's a question: do we go to fire first? I'm really not sure what Circle's going to do right now. Oh, he wants to farm money for the fishing. Ah.
I mean, it makes sense. And oh, nice time to get a refund for...
Oh, there was a heart piece here, okay.
There we go. Glad that we could get a visual on that.
Yeah, I have a strong feeling that we are going to find hookshot early in GTG or maybe in Fortress. So if you go for the choose early, then I think that is going to pay out the seed. Then you can even skip the bomb bag.
But otherwise, yeah, archery is what is, required this seed.
Yeah, it looks like archery is going to be hard required. Or at least soft required. Logically required. Where is Fur going now? I think he goes GGG now. I think that's the play.
Yeah, I agree. GTG has a lot of potential right now. I am seeing, logically, 14 possible checks we can do right now, and that number will only grow as we find more keys. And even then, keys may not be too much of an issue. Because we have Song of Time, the entire right side is fully available.
Yeah, you can do really a lot of checks now here in GGG, if you know the hookshot skip. Otherwise, there's still a lot of GGG that's not available for us.
I mean, even if we don't count the hookshot skip,
there's still a lot of things we can do. Yeah, for sure.
But first, what's in this remote grotto? Well, the chest isn't important, but the hint... Lon to Morpha. Yeah, at this point, any path hint we see will be a duplicate.
And we're doing chickens. All 7 of them.
Chuckles is desperate. And the thing is, I am not entirely sure that the chickens are necessary this time.
Yeah, Chuckles is really pushing this this cargo path. He hasn't found anything yet that is very meaningful.
Here's the thing. Kakariko is path, aka water is wet. But considering that I think we've already found good things here, I mean, I know I say that you should clear out all your checks here, but by this point, I mean, unless Anju has light arrows or something, I don't see how this will be to Chuckles' benefit.
I mean, Dins could be here, Hovers could be here. There's still a lot of things that can be here that are good for Chuckles. We just know that there are other things that are more value.
If Child Chickens ends up having something important, I will gift a sub.
I think they put the chickens back at 7 this season.
Oh! Hello there, Strength. I did not see you. And Frogs 2 is dead. That is... Boulder of Destiny.
Okay, so first not going... Oh, he checked the Destiny before going to GGG. Wow. Oh, 7 was for the draw. I thought the basic was 7 chickens. We're still learning. Let me put
Alright,
it
there's all the chickens. And... nothing. Alright. Tektite Grotto. We have... I believe we have iron boots, so we can actually pick up whatever's there. And, Golden Devil is upset with me.
Okay, let me just pull up the rule document.
And yeah, I agree, chat. That oh guys, we're gonna see back of Lake hints from Chuckles. I don't know of many runners that do this. Death Mountain to Baronade.
Yeah, so the default is 7 chickens this season, and the draft option is to have only 1 chicken.
Gerudo Valley Rocks has something. Bigger wallet. And Bigoron has Deku Shield. Alright, we don't need that.
Yeah, you got a feel for Chuckles here. I'm not sure he's not really playing that badly. He's just not very lucky. He just hasn't run into choose or a second or third bomb back. He just skipped one thing, and that's actually locking the entire seed so far.
Alright, for taking on the Fortress Guard. Interesting use of Deku Nuts. I mean, perhaps more traditional way of doing it rather than trying to, you know, we don't have a hookshot to do that torch trick that I don't get, but hey, it works.
Yeah, if you try to throw a nut in a 90-degree angle, then you can usually stun the guard. Or you can just use the bow as a gun and just empty it as soon as you can.
Now, are we going into GTG? Are we going to attempt horseback archery? Looks like we're doing horseback archery.
Yeah, I think HBA first is the correct choice here. If you find strength 2 here, then you're really happy that you did it earlier. Also, a hookshot would be great, so that GGG is faster.
Alright. 20 arrows for 1,500 points. We do receive a prize at 1,000, but if we can get 1,500 on this initial run, then we knock out both.
Very nice score so far by Fur. Chuckles opts to pick up the gold skill. But we already have irons and we know that diving game is dead.
Oh, bomb chews on 1,000! And a slingshot on 1,500.
Yeah, that's actually a great find as well. The 2-pack there, and you don't even have to buy them.
Which, actually, Chuckles can access that.
So if you just take the bow and your wallet to this area with 200 rupees, then you're going to be rewarded big time.
Alright, so at the very least, Chuckles has an out.
He does have an out, but then again, he already lost a lot of time by doing these one-off checks that are probably not necessary. Yeah, now he's going for the farm for the juice. Yeah.
I hope it was worth it, Chuckles.
And this is why we have a 16+ warning on the stream, or do we? So anyone in chat who thinks that Hookshot is not here? Or wants to bet that Hookshot is not here?
Alright, Dino Falls aren't a problem.
We're pretty good on keys so far.
Yep, we have access to the 2 left side checks right now.
Yeah, Chuckle's
And
about to
now-
find the bad news.
Yeah. Chuckles, I'm going to apologize, but I don't know how much chuckling you're going to do, after you learn of this. Oh gosh, right side's loaded. Free Zora Tunic. Left side 3 has something. And there we go, hook shot on right side.
One of the freest hook shots I've ever seen. Yeah, Chuckles is
And
now...
there's the pause.
There's going to be a very big shout out or curse by Chuckles. He's not happy. And Fur hasn't even done bottom of the well. And he's already so far ahead.
There was at least one major check in bottom of the well, right?
Yeah, there was a big chest in the beginning. Bomb locked. So
Watch
for-
that be the 3rd bomb bag.
We are going for toilet, so that's fun. No, I don't think Zio can be path, or can it be this season? I think.
Oh, okay, we are doing an early toilet.
Yeah, Song of Time has to be the path. But yeah, early toilet, sub 1 hour. I like the choice of being defensive here. You don't want to leave your long shot here if it's also there. Just full clear the way of the hero.
I mean, considering that left side, there is a big chest on, 3rd left side, I would not scoff at that key. So it's entirely possible that that key is required.
Okay, so what? There's a lot of things that Fur can do now. For Shadow, we need a few things. For Water, we need long shot still. We can clear forest. We can clear fire. There's still some work to be done.
And there is one more key on the way. At least, make that 2. But just picking up one of those keys is enough to get us to the next check, so... Oh, and there was a 3rd right there. Alright, so maybe toilet wasn't strictly required, but... I'd like to believe it was. And there's the Kokiri sword.
Yeah, the case order is not great for now.
And there's magic for Chuckles.
All dungeon is in logic, but it's pretty dead this seed, so...
And with that in mind, folks, happy 1 hour, everyone. So, when you get a chance, please follow our 2 runners, Chuckles and Fur. They are going through a very interesting seed here. Don't forget about our trackers, Lava Plume and K-Rem or Ka-Rem, because they're the ones that are trying to keep us kind of sane here. And of course there's myself and Mathamat, as Chuckles finally has a hammer and probably wishes to smash a few Dodongos himself.
Yeah, happy to be in comms with you, Wolf.
And of course Golden Devil is helping to actually organize this shindig. And there's probably a boatload of more people behind the scenes that are helping with this as well.
Alright, so Chuckles is basically doing the same checks that Fur already has done before. This is the hammer, I think.
We just got the hammer.
Oh, this was the other grotto. Right.
That was a refund gone wrong.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that you first get the item and then have to pay for the item.
Alright, will the statue provide anything for us? I don't think we have to worry about the chest above the eyes. Well, we certainly don't have to worry about the chest below the eyes either.
2 more checks for Fur, and then he has cleared out GTG for the most part.
We know that the center of GTG, at least if I saw that hint right, is nothing important, so yeah, this fire room is it. Well, hello there. That's a very good find. Mirror shield just outside a spirit temple. And I guess the fire chest had nothing important, so... That means 3 or 4 keys are behind the strength 2 locked block. Which, honestly, is a very good position to be in.
Yeah, the last half an hour has been great for Fur. He's found a lot of the required items. And we can already beat 2 dungeons.
In the meantime, Bombchu Bowling is a new check. And it's not important.
So Chuckles is back child again.
Well, we have Zelda's Lullaby, we have bomb bags. Why not?
I think Chuckles is just trying to find an item that people are going to last locate so that he's back in the race. Maybe if he wasn't on restream, he may have... He's not the type to forfeit, but I know he hates his life right now.
Okay, I don't know about hating life. I think that's a little harsh.
Yeah, that's just an expression when you're not happy about your situation. But he's, yeah, for sure he knows he's like on the back foot and he's behind by like 15 minutes right now. So he's trying to find something that brings him back into the race.
Chuckles? Why are you playing Serenade here? There we go. Chuckles already wants that vacation package to Lake Hylia. And, well, there's our second magic. Surprisingly not in Shadow Temple.
Yeah, normally that magic would have been great, but since there's also an easy one in Coral City.
And both are bomb locked, so...
Oh, first doing an exciting setup for the Wasteland.
Exactly, chat, exactly. Sometimes you think so far ahead that you end up doing the step ahead.
So an important moment here is the song that's first going to pick up. If it's Requiem, then we're golden. Nocturne would also be very nice.
It's more likely going to be Nocturne, I think. Mainly because Shadow is the Force Medallion.
Chuckles is angry at the chickens still. And now the chickens are also angry with Chuckles.
Oasis Great Fairy. Nothing important.
I wouldn't be surprised if Dins or Farver shows up here in the well.
Well, I'm still saying that Nocturne is the Colossus song. Alright, front bummable chest.
God.
Well, it's ice arrows. Also, no, I was incorrect. Colossus is minuet. There. Ice Caverner's Nocturne! Back bombable.
Ah, there is Dins.
I mean, it's good to know that Dins is there, but at the same time, I think we have to rush ice, folks. The problem with it being on Prelude, chat, is that, Shadow Temple has our Forest Medallion today.
Yeah, I don't mind doing the progression first. You have forest and fire ahead of you. Maybe you find a blue fire that helps with ice.
I may as well get this confirmed. Are our blue arrows ice arrows or blue fire arrows today?
They might actually be blue fire arrows. Let me check in the document.
I mean, we know that they're blueberry flavored arrows, chat.
Okay, so by default they're off, but the draftable setting is that they are on.
Okay, so ice arrows it is. So no special sequence breaks, and besides, we are still missing Ruto's letter.
Okay, Chuckles has a few things to catch up on. First he needs to go to GGG. And then he's like 2 dungeons behind on Fur, presumably.
Alright. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, that if you're behind like Chuckles, then you might just try to bail on the first thing you find in hopes of catching up. So if he finds Hookshot and then goes to Forest immediately, then he misses out on the Mirror Shield as well.
The song on Ocarina of Time is Sun Song today. Alright, we're still gonna see some new checks. That way missed. That's not typical.
Yeah, that's actually a Ninja Way.
There we go. Rudo's letter cannot be on Heartpiece Grave. The entire graveyard is considered foolish. Now,
Chuckles is still really hoping to find something a bit out of the way to get himself back into the race. Maybe he's hoping to find Hookshot before going to GGG.
the minor and major changes, I think, will take place on future weeks. We're starting at a base level for today.
Yeah.
Oh! Well, I mean, we're gonna need those hover boots, so it's not a bad find. But
Yeah,
it's a little bit soon.
This is a pretty big find for Chuckles. This can just get him back into the race immediately. Even though he seems like 20 minutes behind right now.
I mean, yes, we have Dins. Yes, we have magic. But we're still missing Nocturne. At which point, I still believe Nocturne is trapped in Ice Cavern.
So if Nocturne is an Ice Cavern, then where should Requiem be then? Let me think. Oh, behind Shadow, right? Yeah, a Prelude.
And yeah, chat is agreeing with my assessment.
So that basically means just to progression until we've done most of the dungeons.
Pretty much. That's how it goes at times.
Chuckles still has to get back to Destiny Corros at some point.
Oh! That is potentially unfortunate.
Yeah, I haven't seen whether the sewers had anything important. If he goes back for it, then it was important. But
Not important.
Given how the seed is going, I can certainly see people just skip DC altogether. I think there was a good argument to be made for early GTG. So the question is now if we still need deck crew later.
It's a little soon to say.
Yeah, it's certainly very soon. We still have 6 medallion dungeons to go.
And oh no, that's if this is what I think it is, Chuckles is not going to be happy.
I mean, he should be happy. This is very important that he finds it now.
Okay, treating it not like normal. That's fine.
There was just no way to be sure that he was going to find strength right now. He could just beeline to GGG and just forget about the check for a while. I think there are runners who just take the bonus to GGG and not even do field. Meanwhile, first killing some pose. Let's see if he can get the double. Yeah, he gets a double stab.
And another big chest. Strength blocked strength.
So that means that Spirit is now also in logic with everything that we know. We're basically looking for Rudo's letter now, and long shot.
I don't think we're looking for a wallet unless we really need a Zora tunic, but then again, if Chuckles cleans out GTG, we don't even need to worry about buying that.
So yeah, we have to be a little bit patient here. Chuckles might be able to catch up on Fur, but it might still take like an hour, because those hovers are pretty important. And there's no way to say when Fur goes back for those hovers.
That? Wait a second, was Chuckles able to somehow do some sort of double speak there?
I didn't see what happened.
Never mind. Not important. That initial recoil into the checkerboard room kind of startles me.
Yeah, it's pretty fun actually. Okay, let's see what the timer says at the end of this room. I'm going for a 41.
40.
Yeah, 41 is a bit optimistic. I think 40 is better guess. It was super close though.
Agreed.
There's a bit of trouble with the final hits.
And now Fur is dealing with the final of the Poe siblings.
Chuckles is doing the left side first. Hasn't gotten to the hookshot yet.
Alright, elevator going down.
Gotta love the fast push basement here in Forest.
Oh, I don't remember when that setting got added, but yeah, I'm thankful for it too.
Everything that makes the seat faster without changing the game too much is nice in my book.
Agreed there. Oh, another big chest. Oh! Hook shot, locked, long shot.
So we basically read those letters from Go mode now. But with the entire seat open, when does Fur go to the adult fishing is the #1 question.
And now for Phantom Ganon. Fur deciding to conserve arrows. Not necessarily a bad idea.
Chuckles keeps playing defensive, he doesn't want to miss out on toilet as well.
Phase 2 on Phantom Ganon, as Chuckles is going to the toilet. Ooh! That was a nasty return volley.
Not a super fast kill, but Phantom Ganon is down anyway. That is the first medallion, as you will see on stream today.
And there we go. Water Medallion is now on the board.
Now let's see if Chuckles goes back around.
Well, only going around for one. But yeah, Fire Temple, I believe we can clear out the vast majority here.
Is Jabu the only dungeon that's not hinted this seed? Or oh no, wait, we have DMC to prepare any hint.
We still don't have access to Jabu, unfortunately. Yeah, I agree. Fire Temple should be fully clearable. Question is, will we need to get every little thing here?
But the good news is that Ruto's Letter locks Shadow and therefore also locks Spirit. So Ruto's Letter cannot be that far away. There is a crazy world where maybe Ruto's Letter can still be in Spirit if the lens shows up somewhere.
So far, 2 early small keys. Can we get one more before we even start going into the big hot room?
People in chat keep wishing that things appear in Graveyard, whereas that has been dead from the start. Yeah, this is by no means a troll seed. Maybe the hover boots are the worst item, or the bomb bag. The rest seems super straightforward.
And we have a bet going on. So where is Ruto's Letter?
Yeah, where I think Ruto's Letter is going to be. Good question.
Well, I made my bet.
So we've seen a lot of stuff already. It could be fire, it could be water.
I'm saying Spirit, just because.
Yeah, Spirit would be ugly if it's there.
Beauty is in the eye of
Yeah,
the
let me just go
beholder.
water then. To have all the bad options covered. Oh yeah, Deku is a thing, of course. It's most likely going to be in a dungeon. I can't even think of a single overall check that we haven't done yet, or haven't seen yet.
Boulder Maze West Side.
Oh, right.
We also haven't seen a slingshot game in Lost Woods.
Fair.
Skull Mask was hinted dead.
Maybe Child Goron City is still a thing. Oh no, wait, I think we've seen that. We've seen that all. Maybe not the bomb lock checks. Yeah, so Chuckles is still not out of the race. He had a very rough time early on, but this hovers might give him an out still. And first still has some things to catch up on as well. He needs to do bottom of the well. He needs to do adult fishing. He needs to get a boomerang from Darunia.
For trying to do a fancy ground jump setup. There we go. I would have considered just pushing the thing at that point. And Chuckles is just taking a temporary timeout. Very temporary. We're back in now.
I think that's an HBA play. It's going to be even more sad when he sees the tube pack on HBA.
Alright. We have our boss key at mid-level Fire Temple. Do you go take out Volvagia right now, or do you wait till you clear out the rest of this place?
No, I think once we find the big key, we just beelining the boss. There's so much of the world open right now.
Well, Fur apparently disagrees with you.
Maybe he wants to continue until the shortcut at least. I don't know. But yeah, then again, Rutos cannot be that far away. It has to be somewhere early in logic. Are you sure he didn't see a big chest earlier?
I'm reasonably sure I saw a big chest in Goron City, left side maze.
Yeah, but I mean here in Fire Temple.
Not yet.
I don't think he has set Pierre. But of course he can do pixel shot now. You don't have a key, you don't have a key.
We still have access to some other chests, so we're not out of the woods yet.
Yeah, that's pixel shot. He wants to clear the place. I think it's perfectly fine to just bail and do more progression. Then again, he doesn't know where Dins or Hovers are. So I think from his perspective, it's probably quite good to clear. Always tricky to have pixel shots. It's really precise.
Is this the only way to get on that platform without Pierre?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh!
But he gets it. Very nice. Hey, please be nice, new IT guy. We don't want the runners to fail, we want them to be shining.
Mott, you do have to realize that sometimes chat likes to see our runners struggle a little bit.
Haven't we seen enough struggle here on stream today?
I mean, you're not wrong about that either.
Well, if he fails, it doesn't necessarily mean he goes back to late. It just means he can't do Pierre right now.
Pierre has a small key. I would get it.
Oh. Yeah, maybe you need this particular small key to get further into fire. So another problem with clearing fire before the boss is that you never know when you need to stop. Because if you know if the boss has a key or an item, then you know sometimes whether you can skip Megaton Hammer or not. And now you basically have to go to Megaton Hammer, unless you know that Megaton and Volvagia both have 3 keys. So I don't mind the fire clear, but I think it was still better to clear the boss first.
Alright, we are now in deep fire. First things first, the compass chest, as Chuckles now has Minuet. And, well, compass chest has another small key.
So the best thing for Fur right now to happen is another key here. Because then he knows he has to continue. But then he also knows that hovers are important.
Alright, that particular chest was just heart piece or heart container.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know, I still would have at least tried to peek what was on top of Megaton Hammer chest.
Yeah,
I don't think we saw a hint for that yet.
yeah, he's basically taking the 50-50 now. So if there's a key on the boss, he knows Megaton has an item. But Megaton Hammer is just one of the slowest checks in the game. So.
And if you're going to spend time, you may as well spend the time getting a medallion.
But yeah, I think most of the top runners would. That's my expectation. They would stop whenever they find the boss key and then come back later if they need to. Chuckle also has started the dungeon sequence. He knows he can clear 5 dungeons already. He only needs the Riddle's Ladder. Or actually he doesn't know, but he will get Longshot soon.
Well, by soon you mean at the very end of the dungeon.
Yeah. Well, it's the Forest Temple, so maybe not that soon.
And Volvagia is defeated.
So will we see a sub 230 finish winner finish? I think 230 is possible.
Piece of heart. So the final key is on the Megaton Hammer chest, apparently.
That's very good news for Fur.
Oh, we haven't We haven't seen Crater Fairy yet, apparently.
That's correct.
Rudo's letter is here, isn't it?
That might be the case that it's just here. But
Nope.
we already know that Sarias is path to Baronade. The hint is already fulfilled. So Rudos can be pretty much anywhere, except that it has to be before Shadow and Spirit. Yeah, that child play makes sense. He needs to go to the bottom of the well still. He needs to grab the boomerang from Durunia. So do you want to predict who is going to win this one, Wolfman?
I think Fur has the main advantage right now, just having more dungeons cleared and getting that bomb bag early. I am seeing that the hover boots are allowing Chuckles to get through Forest Temple a little bit quicker, but I don't think it's going to matter that much. Explosives are kind of overpowered in Ocarina of Time Randomizer. They are perhaps the second most important item in the game, just falling short to the almighty Deku Nut.
I'm going to make a brutal prediction that Chuckles is going to take this one.
And why do you say that?
I think Chuckles is able to catch up a fair bit, while Fur is doing things like bottom of the well and child cleanup. And then Chuckles will still have the advantage of the hover boots. So Chuckles is for sure behind, but I can see some ways for him to get back into the game. Chuckles also saves a little bit of time here with the hover boots in forest. Okay. Doesn't have to push the blocks all the way.
I am just too used to getting all of the blocks in their final positions. It just feels wrong to leave them, you know, hanging or misaligned.
And a vanilla big key here in forest. Oh, okay. I think I retract my earlier prediction.
Which prediction?
That Chuckles might get back into this race.
Why do you say that? What did I not notice?
Well, Fur just got Rudo's letter here on the target. And that's going to be, I think, a hard loss location for Chuckles. That's like the best place for Fur to have Rudo's.
The slingshot target had it.
Yep, yeah, that's a nail in the coffin for Chuckles.
Yeah, Chad, believe it or not, age changing was required on this one. And so is the slingshot, for that matter.
Yeah, so both Slingshot and Sarias are path to Baronate.
Lostwood Slingshot target had Rudo's letter, which means I think we have a defined winner.
Well, of course, we still have like an hour ahead of us, but
I meant for our silly little bet thing.
oh, that you mean? Yeah. But I think Chuckles will have a harder time finding that Rudos than that Fur will have to find the hovers. Especially since hovers is still looks a big part of the game. That's actually quite a brutal placement for Rudos.
Goron Pottery not offering much.
So Fur basically needs to go to bottom of the well. And then when he does go to water, he just needs to do adult fishing, and then he's just in go. And the light arrows must be somewhere as well.
You're right, we haven't actually found the light arrows yet.
At this point, we will probably run into them along the way, unless they are in Deku.
And yes, Ganon does provide hints for where the light arrows are in these settings. Which, let me tell you, is a very good thing. Weep.
Domain also being foolish, so we can just beeline the Jabu.
Now I want salmon.
I do have some tuna at home. I ate the salmon yesterday.
Ooh, good. Tuna and salmon are excellent staples.
So what does Chuckles even have left in the child section except that particular check? I think he full cleared everything.
I am trying to recall, but for whatever reason it's not coming to me.
I think that's literally the only check he has left in the child. So yeah, why would you get back for it if it locks the thing you need to do in child? Well, enjoy the salmon, Sir Raiden.
Not my usual type of timing, but I'll take it.
Let me quickly grab a water to stay hydrated. Be right back.
We have some minor elevator action. Chuckles went down. Fur is going up. I don't think Rudo enjoyed the ride, though. And there we go. Chuckles has long shot. I believe that is... I forget if that's the map chest or the compass chest, but whichever chest that one is, it's not important.
There was the map chest. The compass chest is right here.
Strength 3 most likely cannot lock light arrows because outside Ganon's castle Fairy is dead.
That can be inside Ganon's castle.
Can it... Light trial chests, you're right.
Yeah, so... Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so Theory is dead, it was a hint for it, and 40-50 are also dead. Those hints were in the Skull House.
I mean, 50 is not what I would call... I mean, yeah, I guess it is officially dead. It's just a nice quality of life item.
I can guarantee you that there is not a single runner in this race who is going to get 50 this seed.
Boomerang chest has something.
Oh well. So much more for Strength 3 still being a race. Also, there is a non-zero chance that if Chuckles makes it here, that he's going to go mode that chest. So if it's in light trial and Chuckles go mode that chest, then he's not going to finish. I think in Season 6 there was a qualification round where people were in go mode in Jabu, and some of the runners skipped that chest and they had Strength 3. Indeed, the light arrows were in Ganon's castle. So that qualifier was a slaughter.
And Chuckles is going for the other hint. I want to say we found almost all the relevant hints, though I could have sworn I've only seen 2 foolish hints so far.
Target in the woods hint would be amazing for Chuckles.
I don't think we can even get that anymore. I feel like we've used up all of our sometimes hints.
Yeah, that's fair.
And there we go, we're done with the dungeon. Princess Rudo has the spirit move. Wait a second. We literally just saw a hint for Frogs 2. It's nothing important.
Yeah, Frogs 2 is not important. Yeah, we pretty much know where all the items are. We only don't know where the light arrows are. But Ganon is going to tell us that. Very kind man.
Definition of kind. And look at this. Chuckles is going to be our first one to Ice Cavern, I believe.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
I mean, we know Nocturne is O. King Zor is still frozen.
And he will stay frozen the entire game.
No, No, you misunderstand me. King Zora is frozen in the middle of the path, but Chuckles is not going to care.
Ah, you like to make it more dramatic.
Wait a second. He doesn't have bottles! And, these are ice arrows! Not blue fire arrows!
I was wondering, did he find a bottle somewhere? I guess he did. But...
Oh. He is basically hoping for something in this outside area for Zora's Fountain. There are 3 checks he can do right now.
I wouldn't be surprised if one of those has a bottle. We haven't seen any of those. There must be 4 of them. Well, Bruto's letter can't be here, of course, so 3 of them. I wouldn't be surprised if someone shows up.
Well, here's check 1.
Also, no furores to. Oh, he's
Blue
better.
fire! Chuckles got
Chuckles.
bailed.
What a hero. If there's coming anything good out of this race by Chuckles, then it's this.
I couldn't get a good look on what was on that ice floe. What about the bottom of the lake?
There's a quiver. Also didn't see what was on the iceberg.
Whatever it was, it's not important. Alright, Chuckles, you've earned your way by hook or by crook into Ice Cavern.
Yeah, this is a story that we will remember for a long time. Especially in our friend group. We used to have this little tournament in the summer where we play Ice Percent. The goal is to reach the Ice Cavern chest as fast as you can.
Well, we can safely say that Chuckles is winning that one. But
He will, yeah.
looks like Fur is not that far behind on that competition. And let's be honest, having 2 bottles for ice is a lot better than 1.
Yeah, I used to think that as well, but actually 1 bottle is not that much worse. It's mostly useful when you have to go to King Zora, so that you don't have to walk back at the end for blue fire.
Alright, map chest has nothing.
So we're going back adult here, first side. I think he will go to ice before he goes water.
But will Fur go well before adult? Possibly.
Yeah, he's going well. That was like one of the hardest choices he had still left in this race, because it also makes sense to just go ice and go water and see if you can maybe find Dins already. But with Storm's path to Bongo, potentially it's quite risky to leave this behind.
Neither runner has entered water yet either, technically. Oh!
Are we offline? I'm still seeing the streams on my end.
may have just been a very short hiccup. But we're fine right now. Bethan Ainsley, I hope I said your name right. Welcome to the ZeldaSpeedRuns family.
Yeah, thanks for the sub. It helps a lot. So we're almost 2 hours in. So thanks again for the trackers and the restreamer to get out of their beds early to make this race happen. What are the commands?
I like how we all went for different commands.
So thanks to Lava Plume and KRAM, if I pronounce it correctly, for the tracking, and of course Colin Devil for the restream, and Wolf with me on comms here.
Not a problem. Fire Temple Foolish, there's our final one.
Yeah, that's even another reason to not do fire immediately. There was still a Foolish left. Yeah, for chocolate, that's a good information.
Alright, we are now in the Shadow Temple that is just very linear, very boring, very...
I don't know, I don't find Shadows so boring actually. I find Forest way more boring.
Why do you say that?
I mean, by all means, if you can go to sleep 15 minutes, I have discovered.
I'm not gonna go to sleep for 15 minutes.
No, Shadow is just a fun dungeon to play through as a player. Also to watch it's better than Forest Temple.
Alright, new bet. Where are the light arrows?
So Fur, meanwhile, has found Dins. He only needs hovers for his go mode.
Fur has Dins.
Yeah, that's what I said. He just picked up Dins. So he only needs hovers now.
Okay, then I misheard that part, thank you. And look at this. Fur is actually opening the Skulltula checks here. Or the Skulltula doors. Granted, he does have all the small keys, so makes sense to just knock this out.
Meanwhile, Fur made it to the end of the bottom of the well. He's going for the 20 skulls. Oh, he's already on 20, wow. I didn't know he was onto the skull so much, you see it.
Also, we're finally about to see what's in that basement. Well, okay, we saw that it wasn't important, so I think the well has been cleaned out.
Chuckles needs to watch his health. Only 1.5 left. It's one of those dungeons where you tank more damage than you think you will. Fur heading in 20. Very nice routing.
It works out. The reward. Extra protection.
A dual wields Deku Shield. Meanwhile, Chuckles is also on 20. So he'll be able to check that when he is out of shadow.
Alright, I don't think Fur has any more reason to stay as a child, so... I mean, the only reason we should have to go back to being a child is if, you know, Spirit Temple really has something nasty.
Chuckles is really scared.
I don't blame him. We're entering a very dangerous room here.
Yeah, I struggle to think where light arrows might be in Child. I think we only haven't seen treasure chest game.
Oh my god. Chuckles? I mean, Chuckles, I don't blame you for hoping for a recovery heart, but not this time. Oh,
there
right.
it is.
Well, that works too.
So we're going back to... Ah, this is the ice play, yeah.
Chat, I don't think we have entire control over, you know, what is displayed when it comes to the prescribed advertisement times, but if you want to both avoid the ads and support our community, you could always throw a subscription over to Zelda Speedruns, Zelda Speedruns 2, Zelda Speedruns _3. I want to say we have a fourth, maybe a fifth channel, but I don't know their names right now. You'll not only, you know, support us directly, but you'll also get some emotes, and who knows, there may be some other perks that I'm not aware of.
Well said. Yeah, it's Zelda Speedruns, Zelda Speedruns 2, and then it's _3 _4.
Thank you.
Also, this information you can find in the Discord and the S7 resources channel. So to do a summary of the race, since we have some newer players coming in, so the early game was pretty much locked by a bow on top of DC into the bomb bag on the archery game. So if you didn't do these two checks in this order, then you had a hard time. But your other way to play the seed was to find the wallet and use it together with Eponas to go for the choose. And then you would have a good time in GGG, and that would get you started as well. But now Rudolph's letter is on the worst possible location for Chuckles. It's on the target in the woods. And Fur still needs the hover boots, but they are out fishing, so we think he will find it. Almost straightforward seed with just 1 or 2 gotchas.
Alright, I believe that is all the small keys in Shadow Temple. Did we see a big key yet? Never mind, we see a big key now.
Yeah, it's quite funny how both Sarias and Slingshot are both path in DMC to something that's in the Lost Woods area.
Well, we have found 2 slingshots so far. We have found one in Death Mountain Crater in the Grotto, and second on 1500 horseback archery.
Oh yeah, that probably doesn't make the Slingshot path. Yeah. I think the other one was available without the first Slingshot. But it's still very fun. That 2 of the items that are over there that can help you get the Jabble Pack. The seed gave us pretty good info that the hookshot was going to be in GGG, or likely to be in the area at least. And we had a wallet early and a bow early, so I'm curious which of the runners still in this race opted to go to GGG very early.
I did not get a good look at what chests were in this room. Well, there's something.
Maybe light arrows?
It's light, but it's not arrow-shaped.
Chuckles are going for the lazy strat here with the Din's Fire. Super effective.
And I cannot get a good look at the... Yeah, that's not important.
So anyone who said Shadow for the light arrows is now out.
Could be Bongo.
Oh, that's true. There was actually one person who said that was Bongo. Stone of Agony.
It could be Shadow Trial Run, it could be who knows what else. Or where else.
We also have the big pose left.
Big Pose was hinted dead.
Oh, it was hinted, alright.
Chuckle's running low on arrows.
And you said Shadow was boring? Well, it's not double Shadow.
It's... one of the worst feelings out there.
Yeah, so you dislike Shadow more than Forest?
Forest at least has peaceful areas, even if the music is a little haunting. Shadow is just... well, the dungeon's basically a torture chamber. It's more unsettling. And, well, there's our final bow, I believe.
Yeah, the third bow. I didn't see it super well, but I think there was one also on Icy Waters.
Yeah, that's what I thought I saw, too. Alright. We should get Requiem on the Temple of Time song check.
So where's Chuckles going?
Well, first of all, Chuckles is getting that 20 skull to turn in.
I suppose he goes fire now. He might also go Spirit first.
Nah, getting the song first. Makes sense. In the meantime, Fur is going into water, which also makes sense.
The iron boots looking fancy on the first model. That's going to be a fast water temple.
Oh my, that is a very early boss key. So the question is, do you just get that medallion now, or...
Yeah, you
Actually-
could just beat the water temple and you move on.
Yeah, both runners have strength gauntlets, so the in this case, we are now 2 checks away from determining if Spirit Temple key logic is going to mess us up. At least initially. Remember, light arrows or a boss key chest can make double dipping here interesting. Well, there's an early boss key, but that doesn't let us get up into Spirit Temple, so we are hoping that Boulders has a small key.
I think actually it's Chuckles' best hope that he's locked out right now. So if he goes Child, then maybe he checks Lost Woods. Something has to push Chuckles back to Child, yeah.
It's a small key. We're going up.
Yeah, it's now very unlikely that he can't beat Dungeon. Most of the times 1 key here is enough to make it to the top. Meanwhile, Fur is now down to the last 2 medallions.
And hopefully Fur will also take care of adult fishing, though, you know, it's good to shoot the sun.
Yep, that's the the go mode for Fur. Going.
Okay, that is an interesting strategy. Somehow lowering the water by hitting the stone and somehow doing jump slashes out of the water to keep on just to move that little bit faster?
Yeah, funny enough, that is probably the fastest strat here. Okay, so what would the finish time for Fur be then? So that's like maybe 12 minutes of shadow left. Maybe Spirit is like 10 minutes. Depending on where the light arrows are. I think sub 3 for sure. 250 will be tough. It's possible though.
Chuckle surprisingly going pacifist, leaving both Skulltulas alone. And Fur can now fly, or at the very least fall with style.
Yeah, first route has been great throughout the race. I think the only thing I didn't like was to clear the fire. But other than that, I think he has made the best decisions all the time.
The BMOs take their security job very seriously.
Yeah, he's absolutely being destroyed by the BMOs. Chuckles is looking for the hero's letter here. That's why he's still doing checks. And Fur is just being able to go mode this later.
Oh! Not the type of dive we were looking for there.
That looked real funny though. So one of the dilemmas for Fur will be to decide if he wants to go mode Shadow or that he just wants to wait for the light arrow hint. Oh, those are two of the same options, but I think he can skip the manager if he wants. It's probably too much risk. I think he will go for the manager for light arrows.
That bottle's too little too late. Ooh. Aggressive play, but it works for Chuckles.
Yeah, he wants to show off for restream, I guess.
Alright, remember folks, the right hand, aka the silver arrows, is a small key. The left hand, though, bigger on sword.
That's something that Fur is probably not going to find the seed. Fur will just go mode spirit, and then he will wait for the light arrow hint. So do you play in these races yourself, Wolfman?
I used to mess with randomizer racing, though admittedly with different randos. Honestly, I find speed running randos to be very stressful. I prefer playing casually.
Yeah, I can see that.
Now, fun fact, I am actually trying to schedule a Chaos Rando with I have no clue what settings with a friend of mine for next week. But they will probably have a lot more flags turned on than what our runners will be subjected to for Season 7. And yes, I fully agree, Golden Devil. I can talk the talk, I can't walk the walk. The best you can maybe say of me is, for Link to the Past, I somehow managed to get a sub 5 on what some folks call a pottery lottery seed, where it's near full entrance rando, all of the pots are shuffled, and, it's... dungeon doors are full shuffled. You can't even rely on the old-fashioned geometry anymore.
Are you talking about OoT now?
No, I temporarily dipped into Link to the Past there.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, but that's actually nice. It's not an easy game.
As long as whatever you do, Golden Devil, have fun with it. If things start to not be fun, know when to back away.
Okay, Chuckle's time to turn over here.
Of course, a super boss has this. I should have known you'd be here. Anyway, Kome and Kotake. I always forget which is which. You'll be right at home here, Super Boss. Alright. That shot was a little close. But one more to go.
Yeah, that wasn't the easiest shot there. I think maybe he needs one more hit.
That should do.
Or was this already the 5th hit? Sometimes Turnover shoots the 5th time after you already hit her 4 times.
That I've only seen if you miss a shot.
No, sometimes it can happen that even when you're already done with phase 1, there's still another shot coming.
Haven't seen that before. Maybe not a 30-minute time save, but we'll take at least 3 minutes there. Thank you, Golden Devil. I will say no more.
So the question is, will Fur just go to the boss now, or will he check the back? I think he should go to the boss. And then cry if it's Shadow, but we know that it's not.
Yeah, Fur is heading to the boss. And we are in no mode at this, or no glow mode, or whatever you say it. Basically, on our little audience view, we have all 6 medallions.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind calling it Go mode. Basically, the only thing that can hold us back from Go mode is treasure chest game.
Oh, I'll stick with glow mode then, at least until we know where those light arrows are.
I believe Chuckles also hasn't done the dongos, or he might be doing that as well to look for his heroes.
Yeah, Rudo's letter. Chuckles, I hope you eventually get back to, Child soon, because, you're gonna need to.
Yeah, there's not a single reason for Chuckles to go back Child, unfortunately. The only question I have is, will he be a good sportsman and finish, or will he just give up at some point? And there's the 5th medallion for Fur.
I don't necessarily see how, dropping a seed is, poor sportsmanship, but, that may just be my personal opinion.
No, I wouldn't say I wouldn't say the opposite of good is poor in this case. It just I think most of the runners would want to forfeit at some point, because this seed is not going to be fun anymore. But if he manages to finish the seed somehow, then for sure that would count in my book as good sportsmanship.
Very well.
I'm not saying the opposite is bad.
Gotcha. And Chuckles is back in water. Wait, I thought... Oh, no, Chuckles just did a save warp and now is dealing with Morpha. Never mind. Now, I was the one thinking a little bit far ahead. And here we are. Fur is, hopefully going to, go mode Spirit. And yeah, chat, that specific reason is why, the only racing I'll ever do on Restream on this family of networks is the occasional Minish Cap rando, or if there's some special occasion for something else. I know my skill limits. Oh!
No, Chuckles, no.
Which, by the way, I do believe Minish Cap Randomizer is scheduled to be on one of the Zelda Speedruns family of networks in about, let's see, 2.5 hours, maybe 3.5? I don't know, I'm no longer remembering. Go to, the schedule in 1 p.m. Okay, it's a lot quicker than I remembered. Point is, exclamation mark schedule, you can learn when that event and all the other events on the family of networks is taking place.
Morpha really has a fun time with Chuckles this seed.
Oh no, we have double tentacle action.
Did you know that Morpha has actually more than one tentacle?
I knew. I don't... And I don't know how I feel about knowing that.
But in the end, Chuckles is the last one who laughs. Morpha is down.
Yeah, in the end, Morpha, for all of their fighting prowess, just ends up being a big drip. Couldn't even make a big splash.
But yeah, good advice is now hard for Chuckles. He can still go to fire, but fire is foolish. So if he wants to look for the Rutos, he maybe just wants to go back in.
I had to get at least one in there, Golden Devil. Wait, I just realized that Sun's cutscene goes by a lot quicker than normal.
Yeah, but there's also one of the cutscenes that has been sped up.
That must be a recent change.
It has been like that for a few months now.
Reason enough for me.
Okay, so we're over 2.5 hours into the seat and still no one is done, which doesn't surprise me. And I suspect that some of the top runners can be done any minute now.
Now, the good news for Chuckles, they've seen the hint that said that Fire Temple is foolish. So, once they see that boss key, they can immediately take out the dragon.
Yeah,
And not have
was
to...
in the lower maze? Was in the lava room already?
That I don't remember.
I think it was in the lower maze. Because we had this discussion earlier on whether Fair should continue.
Alright, Fur has no more need for small keys, not even bothering with... You know, I've always wondered, for a temple dedicated to the Goddess of the Sand, why are there so many spots for playing Zelda's Lullaby in here?
Beats me. I'm not an expert on the Zelda lore. Maybe the best hope for Chuckles is that he goes Child Spirit at some point and then there's a few more checks that are also in Child. But I can see him clear water first. I can see him clear the bongos first for sure. Deku is also a thing. Oh, actually he still has Deku left, so that's maybe his best hope.
Both of our runners have the Kokiri sword, so it's open.
Yeah, so but my best guess is that when Chuckles goes to Deku, and after he clears Deku, he probably goes to the target. So that's how Chuckles probably ends the seed.
Well, here's the unfortunate problem. Fur's already at Twin Rova.
Yeah, he's for sure not going to beat Fur anymore, but I'm basically thinking what could this path be towards the end of the seed. I think he will go DC and Deku, and then he will find it.
At this point, we do not know where light arrows are. They are the final piece of the puzzle.
No one finishing sub 240 either. No one was able to completely cut draw the seed. We did Wasteland, yes. Letter is on target in the woods.
And the Wasteland check was done. I don't believe it had anything important.
So the best hope for Chuckles is that he finds it before or after he goes to Deku. But he's probably going to do the dongos first, maybe some other herald checks. But Chuckles is still our hero for going to Ice Without a Bottle and then finding the blue fire in the Great Fairy.
I still can't believe that happened.
He almost wanted to bail when he found out. No, Fur, what are you doing?
Fur just somehow missed absorbing the shot, but gets a second chance at least. Chuckles now with that boss key is able to clear out Fire Temple and has to decide how they're going to actually route back in, you know, finding Ruto's letter.
Chuckles using the 2 strat here, very nice.
Running low on chews, though. But we have just enough. So at least we can say this fight didn't drag on.
More puns.
You're right, that was.
I'm surprised that I even realized it was a pun.
Okay, that's a neat feature if you never knew. Play Zelda's Lullaby in front of Gossip Stones, you can get fairies.
Alright, so Fur is about to make the climb and tell us the question we all want to know the answer to. Yeah,
Well,
at this point, my castle is just the most sensible thing to say.
sensible, yes. Expected, nah, I think Ganon's gonna throw a curveball. I am expecting... I kind of want to see Deku Tree here.
I think about half the checks we haven't seen yet are in Ganon's castle.
Our light arrows are not in another game. This is not the combo rando. How fast has someone even beaten the combo rando at this point?
And maybe we should have explained the rules before we started.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Alright, double Stalfos down. Their last possessions left alone, as they should be. Now we are just one double knuckle fight away from learning where those light arrows are. For going for one at a time strategy, considering that these iron knuckles deal 4 hearts of damage, not a bad idea.
Yeah, pretty good fight. Yeah, wouldn't that be a great idea, Super Boss? Would be cool if someday someone comes around to make a tracker that can do exactly that.
Well, let's find out. Where are the lights? Inside the castle.
Alright, I'm still in.
Well, that eliminates me. And Chuckles missed the big Poe hint. Now, is Strength 3 required? There are 8 chests available in Light Trial. We need a key for one of... Oh, well, that big chest kind of makes it obvious, doesn't it? No, it doesn't!
But there's more.
Ah, so there is. There we go.
Boring old light trial.
However, this does bring up a problem. Well, actually, maybe not. Chuckles just has to complete Jabu, and then they'll get Strength 3.
Yeah, Chuckles just doesn't... He shouldn't go mode Jabu, that's the number one problem. If he go mode Jabu, he's lost.
Alright, so 250 is out of the question, but sub 3, definitely within reach.
So he's actually beelining the ruler's letter now. It's pretty decent.
Also, Super Boss, you forgot Hoodwinked.
Yeah, we still don't have a finisher, so who knows? Maybe Fur is in the lead. Hard to say at this point. Anyone can finish any time now.
Alright, Chuckles. Hope you're happy.
It's going to be an easy sub 3 for Fur. For Chuckles, not so much. I can
Alright.
see.
Go ahead.
I can see Chuckles going for Light Drop first before climbing. But now your turn.
It is time for our tennis match to begin. Ganondorf to serve.
$0.30 for Fur now.
I think it's, isn't it 0.15? Because that was just one? Now we say it's 0.30. Or love 30. And I think we call that a, what is it? The Power Smash from the latest version of Mario Tennis? Well, tell me this, chat. If that's considered a pullout due to injury, what do you make this transformation for? Well, whether you call it a bad sportsmanship or a penalty round, it's on.
But let's full attention here at Fur, who's trying to win a weekly. I think he's still no one done yet. It's going to be very close.
Using the Megaton Hammer, trying to not need to lock on, just to get the quick stabs in. I don't know what hurts more, getting stabbed by a hammer or getting smacked by a hammer.
I don't want to find out myself.
Exactly. There you go. Crouch stabbing to Master Sword. You know, jump attack to crouch stab. Save the extra damage. Ganon goes down quickly. Which means we just have 4 more attacks to finish. They are a slice, a slice, a slice, and a stab.
GG's to Fur. He has actually won the weekly, very nice.
2 hours, 52 minutes, 46 seconds.
Very well done. Yeah, he didn't make many mistakes. I think the only thing he could have improved maybe was not clearing fire there. Then again, it makes sense.
No major faults there.
It was just one of those choices.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think it made that much of a difference. This seed, had you going places.
And a second place finisher really close behind GG's Fabio.
A near snipe, but not exactly.
As always, we'll be looking if maybe the runners want to join us for the interview. Yeah, I wouldn't mind calling this a snipe. But of course, the definition is varying.
Alright, will Chuckles go to the boomerang room?
It looks like he will. Also, GG's to Eosuna for place 3.
254-43.
They're all very close behind each other.
And there we go. Chuckles is in glow mode.
Yep. Looks like Chuckles will make the end of the seed. Hello, Fernando. Well done. Nice performance.
All good, all good.
All good, Fur. Meanwhile, Chuckles trying to get to the end of Jabu. He has about, what would it be? 15 minutes of seed ahead of him. Maybe less. Maybe just 12 or 10.
Hard to say.
It's about
Deixa eu abrir o mic agora e ver aqui o que vocês mandaram. Valeu, Silverfang, que apareceu aí, ó. Tava meio sumido, cara.
Definitely a strange
Bom
big
dia.
octo fight.
Valeu, XD, pelo
Not
GL.
sure how well staying in the
resolvi
spikes
jogar,
like
tava aqui de
that
boa.
is
Valeu, Vader.
not something I'm used to doing. But there is a lot to learn. And good. Safety platform is deployed. Some runners like to skip picking up this box and just go for a roll strategy on the button. But then again, well, I'm a safety rando player. There are many reasons why I generally don't race, and when I do race, I am horrible at them.
So let's see if Chuckles is still sharp 3 hours in, whether he can have the quick kill here on Baronade.
Also, considering that we are so close to finishing, I think we're going to save the final shoutouts for the end of the race here.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
I said to save them for the end here. Ugh, no. Golden Devil is being a Golden Devil. But you know what? You're right. We should at least give Fur one more shout out while they're still here.
That was a very nice fight by Chuckles. Every 3 hours.
And since we're sort of breaking or maintaining a tradition anyway, Lava Plume and K-Rem or Karem, thank you for keeping us in line. I tried to. I tried.
And for the final question that I have for you, chat, is Chuckles going to light trial first, or is he going for the hint?
Well, we're about to find out momentarily.
So there's actually a lot of settings that can be randomized in the season.
As Hyper takes 4th place, 301.45.
Yeah, GG's to Hyper. Missed out on the sub 3, but still a good time. Yeah, I was just having a look at this settings document to see what kind of things could be changed. So there's actually quite a lot of settings that can be mixed.
Indeed. So, as we mentioned earlier, Season 7 is allowing for new settings to be changed, potentially each race. Some of the settings can include having Ganon's Castle open immediately, but requiring 6 medallions for the final boss key. And, well, there you go, light trial first. We could have all of Kokiri Forest open immediately. We can have simplified dungeon entrance randomizer on. We could have, we could have Keysy, basically removing all the keys, or we can have key rings for dungeons. We can have basic indoor entrance shuffle. We can have Grotto Shuffle. We can have Shop Sanity, and don't worry, if we do Shop Sanity, then we will start with Max Rupees. We can have Token Sanity kept to either Dungeons or Overworld. We can have Deku Scrub Shuffle on. We can have Cow Sanity on. Which, by the way, if we have Cow Sanity on, you will always be able to find a hint regarding whether Link's Cow is required. And heaven forbid, if you want to deal with trials, there is an option to have 3 trials required. That covers the majority of the major settings. There are a few other minor things we can mess with, but honestly, they're not going to change that much. Maybe random warp song destinations, but, you know.
Yeah, the season is going to be pretty wild.
And I'm looking forward to it.
Every combination of settings has a very different tendencies. So why wouldn't you be excited when the new season starts?
I thought I just went through some of the upcoming new potential settings.
So if you go to the main OOTR Discord, there's a section for S7. S7 Resources has a lot of information on which settings are there. So pretty much anything, a lot of things that can be shuffled, they can actually be chosen to be shuffled in the season.
Ah, literally just got here. Fair enough. Short version, each race can potentially have a few additional settings added or subtracted in the races. You may have to deal with Cow Sanity one race, Chop Sanity another, Scrub Shuffle another, possibly have to deal with Trials. You know, just occasional tweaks.
Just one final hurdle left for Chuckles here to finish the game. It's Mr. Gannon himself. I really think Gannon should mix up his strategies if he ever wants to come out on top.
I do believe Song Sanity is a possible option. And if I'm mistaken, it's only 12 checks. Not that intense, Starks. We're trying to still be approachable.
Very nice.
We are not dealing with detached entrances or decoupled entrances. Again, we're trying to still be approachable. Meantime, slice, 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 dab.
GG's to Chuckles, fifth place.
3 hours, 7 minutes, 47 seconds.
Honestly, I think that's still a good result. He managed to skip, yeah.
I fully agree with that.
Because Fur won the race in 15 minutes faster, it looks like he was having a hard time, but he had a hard time. Still, fifth is not bad in this field.
Hello.
Chuckles, welcome.
Oh.
That was wild.
I'm actually really surprised I came fifth in that. Like, not getting that bomb bag in adult CAC. Like, if I wasn't on restream, I would have forfeited.
Yeah, that was what I was saying also here on stream.
Because I saw the bow and I was like, right, gotta do adult archery. Right, remember to do that. And I must have, I've been having music on. I must have started singing something. I don't know, because, I just climbed back up the mountain afterwards. And I was like, I got into Goron City. I was like, I know it's, nearly nighttime. So I know I can't do it now. So, when I found that bomb bag, I was like, I think I lost about 15 minutes, not getting that bomb bag. So I felt really shit.
And unfortunately, the other bomb bags and hammers were kind of locked behind that original bomb bag.
Yeah, I didn't find any chews. I could have bought chews, but it was in the back of my head all the time. But I was just thinking there wasn't a lot I could do in GTG with just the bow, I thought, and I was like, it's not worth it. I can't be bothered. I'll find something on the way. And yeah, well was loaded. There was no chews in there. And then everything was just kind of easy after that. Like, I did 6 dungeons. It felt like a 6 dungeon go mode. So I'm interested to see like where everybody else kind of lost time. Like, maybe people did DC. Maybe people... Oh, that was another thing. When I was on the way to ice, and then I found a bottle in the fairy fountain.
Yeah, you're the legend.
That was definitely a moment.
I was like, oh shit. I was like, well, if there was blue fire arrows, it'd be fine. But no, these settings are bad, so there are no blue fire arrows. So, and I was like, well, I'm here now. I may as well do the 3 checks here. I might find a bottle and like just here, found a bottle.
Well, perhaps future weeklies, the blue fire setting may be turned on.
Well, for the draft, they are an option, and I'm drafting it every single time. So there you go. There's the meta in playing against me. You can't ban it. It's a minor setting, so screw you all.
But what if someone explicitly says ice arrows instead of blue fire? Can they do that?
Oh, they probably could, but if they did that, that would be such a waste. They could do that. That's a good point.
Sorry, I'm still learning how some of these draft rules work. I don't know if it's, you're allowed to lock in a setting as its default, or you can only choose, hey, I want to turn this one on. It's a learning process.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say yeah, but like you said, I don't really know everything. Everything.
Well, besides blue fire arrows, are there any other settings you would like to mess with?
You know what? I was saying this yesterday. I haven't actually looked at the settings enough to see like what I would actually choose. Like, what of the list would I choose? And
Are you asking Chuckles to give all his secrets away?
well, Matt, I don't care. I'm going to say this now, and then by the time I get to the actual like tournament in January, let alone if I actually qualify or not, based on the performances of the last 2 weeks that I've played, I don't think I will. But I don't know what of the major settings. Like, I don't really think scrubs or shops do anything interesting by themselves. Like the ERs, like maybe dungeon ER, maybe that would be the thing that I would go for. Maybe try and use that RSL knowledge, that kind of dungeon ER knowledge to use potentially.
Very well. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know. This seed was like... I'm actually confused about the first finisher being 252. I would have thought it could have been 230.
He did do the longos, and he did go to higher score on in fire. But other than that, didn't see him do very weird things.
Oh, did he not get the fire is foolish before going into Fire Temple?
No.
He did fire very quickly. Harvest was his last thing he needed to find.
Shit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think it looks like everybody's made a mistake who's played this weekly, it feels like. Cause...
Ruto's also looked super scary, but there was still Deku to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I had quite a lot of places to find that letter. It could have been, well, Deku DC, and then I was like, oh, nobody's finished. I bet it's deep in Water Temple or something like that.
Water Temple was surprisingly kind.
Yeah, it really was, yeah. And Fire was fine. I was like, oh, of course I've got to climb. And then it was just in the first check. I was like, okay, that's probably average. I like it being there.
Yeah, we've seen Pixel Shot as well from Fur. So.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking I'm going to do Pixel Shot. I aggravated the chickens on the way back into the well as well. I hope you all enjoyed that in Kakariko.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured that you were going to give a show, so...
I was just wanted to show my frustration in that bomb bag being there. And then I missed time of day for the chickens the first time as well, and then I didn't have enough for 10 schools, so I had to do dodgy things in the well. That like half an hour just felt really bad, and I was just looking over even when I was in Forest Temple, I was like, somebody's going to be finished soon, and like it took until I was in Jabu for somebody to finish, so... And then I picked up Strength 3, because that could have been an obstacle. Got Strength 3 in Jabu. And then I did like Trial straight away, because you don't have FW. I was like, let's just do this now. And it was just there.
Yeah, honestly, if you go back for the bomb back, you might just win this this weekly?
I think I do. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, GG's.
Yo, thanks for everything. Thanks for selecting me. Thanks for commentating. Appreciate everybody, and hopefully chat has been, chat.
I think chat had fun today.
Chat had fun.
Thanks for being on the Restream Chuckles.
Cool. I'm gonna run because I'm gonna go make food and then watch Red Zone. So bye bye.
Yo.
Want to thank again our runners, Chuckles and Fur, our trackers, Lava Plume and Karam, and of course our commentators, Wolfman and Matamat. Thank you for helping make the restream what it was. We will have more OTR, I think, next weekend, Saturday and Sunday, plus a lot more, a lot of Wind Waker and Majora's Mask and Link to the Past on the Zelda Speedrun channels. We're going to go right over to ZSR where they've got a Wind Waker race. But thank you everyone for watching, and have a good rest of your Sunday.
Kagsamea!